Bruno, what you doing, buddy? What you doing, my puppy? Oh.
Thank you for watching Highway 34 Connection. Today's podcast will begin shortly.
Highway 34 Connection is a podcast where a trio of friends who have become brothers sit down and discuss random topics, or even break down a bracket and even discuss American sports and news. Now sit back and relax as we give you our thoughts and honest opinions on the topics at hand. Once again, thanks for picking Highway 34 Connection.
The following podcast may use videos, pictures, news articles, and even audio from another channel. Highway 34 Connection doesn't own the rights to those. We will shout out who or where we get them for the podcasts. They own the copyrights, not us here at Highway 34 Connection. Please remember that all of our podcasts are unscripted, unfiltered, and unedited. Podcasts we do are pro wrestling talk, where we discuss the world of pro wrestling and give spoilers.
Talking Football, where we talk about the current season of the NFL, XFL and USFL, where we give our thoughts on each week of gameplay. We also give our predictions on what teams will win each game.
Conspiracy Theories, we sit down and talk about conspiracy theories and why we think something is real or just a theory.
Let's chat it up. This is a podcast where we just talk about random topics here on the channel. We could talk about anything, so please be warned, our podcasts are intended for mature audiences only.
Welcome to Highway 34 Connection. Welcome to Highway 34 Connection. As always, I am the Chief, that is Insidious, and at the lonely bottom is Ghost. Hey, Scribble, I was getting ready to message you, but never mind, you're already here.
The lonely bottom.
So, we're going to talk about the shocking news that came out early this morning. The return of Brock Lesnar to the WWE.com website. What's this mean for his return to WWE? Or is it what I think it could be, just a ploy to have everybody think he's returning to WWE just for him to show up at a UFC fight?
I was wondering that, but I also think that if shit goes too out of hand with that tag match or Roman's match, I look for him to jump in there. Because let's face it, Cody is going to need all the help he can get if they lose that tag match.
If the Bloodline wins the tag match, then, yeah, like you said, he's going to need Seth, he's going to need Brock, he's going to need everybody he possibly can to take out Solo and Jimmy. I don't think Jimmy is going to be a key factor in it. If they do,
because Jay will be there for that.
If they do Jay versus Jimmy on Sunday, then I could see Jay helping take out Jimmy.
I know a lot of other speculation is there's a lot of speculation going into this. Brock turning his back on Roman and making him lose the title.
Brock's last match was at SummerSlam, where he lost to Cody, and they shook hands and hugged after the match. So there's a sign of respect right there.
Yeah, so there's, I don't know. There's a lot of things going into this thing.
Like we said earlier, they could just go their original plan, do the whole Brock and Gunther role.
Yeah, he could show up to Raw in 2 nights and either be the 7th person or take someone or take everybody out, so where there is no gauntlet.
But let's address the elephant in the room, shall we? Do you believe Brock being cleared is best for business?
Well, whether he's cleared or they just couldn't find nothing on him, 2 different things. But our dear friend, the show, don't bring up the word Brock Lesnar reinstated, because he thinks Brock should hide in a corner and drop dead.
because
But the way I look
Brock
at it,
looked at a naughty picture.
no.
Liberalism.
Most of the people that
It is
know
a
me,
disease.
so that you two know this, so do most of the people that I game with. Like, I think Newfie might know. I know Scribble knows. I've been to prison. I've had to see a lot of different idiots be
A lot of
locked up
different
for
peckers.
different things. No, actually, I never did.
You've seen a couple micros
So
in there.
I've seen a lot of different people locked up for a lot of different charges. So you have to have all the evidence to prove that Brock's guilty in order to actually get him out of WWE and UFC. And still, it's innocent until proven guilty. I almost fucked that up.
Well, like I
So-
said, there was a lot of other UFC fighters coming in at that time. You had Kane also, that was before Brock. So they
Yeah,
said
no,
former champion. Kane was a former champion.
We're also talking about on the civil suit matter.
Never cared.
And the innocent until proven it is until proven guilty in the criminal sense, but then in the civil sense, it's more likely than not. So if they could even prove it enough in the civil sense, then you know that there's not much to really go by. And the thing is that I mean, I've said it, and I'm going to say it again. It's like, if Brock's guilty of anything, it's looking at a naughty picture.
Mhm.
Which we've all looked at. Hello, it's the fucking internet. God forbid. In that
And
case, Paul's guilty for looking at his wife several times.
I know this guy right here used to have a lot of naughty WWE magazines back in his day.
I don't have any no more.
He comes on them too many times. You have to throw them away.
No, they got pitched when I was locked up.
Point of the matter is,
Well, anyways, for any guy out there that says he's never looked at a fucking dirty picture in his life is lying.
Right.
Unless you're that
nice
40-year-old
Doofy.
virgin.
Nice,
Unless
Doofy.
you're the 40-year-old virgin that still lives in his grandmother's basement, and then you don't know anything.
So the reason I wanted to start, there's another reason why I brought up Brock first. And we've already brought up the bloodline, so I'm going to go ahead and ask the dreaded old question. Even though it'll piss off the bloodline, who should induct Paul Heyman?
Brock.
Okay, I have a few, either Brock or somebody that helped make his career, that Heyman helped make his career in ECW. It's like someone like Dreamer or
The
Brock.
names I'm reading right now are Dreamer, the Dudleys, Sandman, RVD.
That'd be a good one.
Man was a possibility, which with that old story going on right now, we know that ain't happening.
Raven.
Ooh, Mick
CM
Foley?
Punk's
That's
name's
an
even mentioned. CM Punk's name's on here.
I'm torn between Dreamer and Lesnar, and maybe
I'm
RVD.
going with Brock.
Those are the
Brock's
ones-
worked with him longer.
True, but he doesn't really owe his career to Heyman as much as ECW originals would.
I don't know about that. He was he was with him, but he's been with Brock ever since. Like
Oh,
Brock
shit.
literally has made his career after ECW.
Yeah, I'm not denying that.
I honestly say if you don't have Brock, you don't have Heyman.
Ooh,
Because
take
if you look at why Roman is so good right now, could you add the fact that it's because Heyman's with him and how he
Oh, I know,
introduces?
look,
But how he introduces Roman is the same way he introduced Lesnar.
Heyman is probably one of the best, if not the best manager of all time. That's an easy no shit debate right there.
Not really. I mean, I could argue that Jimmy Hart was way better, but that's just me.
Yeah,
Because nobody was better on the mic than Mouth of the South. Manager wise. Because Jimmy Hart could do a good face and a good heel, either or. Heyman, that's why Brock could never be a face with Heyman, because it wouldn't work. Heyman can't do a face. He can only do a heel.
Heyman actually said himself he hates the face. He says faces are boring. He says heels are more fun.
But because it's easy money. And, Orton said that too, besides just Cena. The hardest part of being a face is you actually have to win over the crowd. A heel can go out and diss the crowd and make them roar and everything else.
No. You need more than that. You can't just go up there and just say, "Oh, you guys suck," and yeah, boo.
Sure, you can. Elias did it well.
You have to. No, the fans have to love to hate you. There's a difference between hating you and love to hate you. There is a difference.
Elias and Kevin Owens still hold that.
Triple H, love to hate him, but you got to be loved to be hated to be a good heel. That's why right now Rhea Ripley, she's a heel, but people love to hate her because that's how good they do as a heel.
I don't know. You can add Dominic as right now is on a fucking roll. He don't even get to talk.
Exactly my point.
No, he don't even get to talk. They just cut him off.
All right, so I'm reading a little bit about Heyman. So he cited he went to work in the pro wrestling world when he saw Vince McMahon interviewing superstar Billy Graham. He began as a photographer when he was 13, bought his own photo lab to take photos of pro wrestlers in New York. He published his own newsletter, the Wrestling Times magazine. At the age of 14, he called Capital Wrestling Corporation, so the CWC, the parent company, the Worldwide Wrestling Federation, obtained a backstage pass. And upon getting the backstage pass, he then met three of the most dominant heel managers of that period, who are all now deceased. Captain Lou, Freddie Blassie, and the Grand Wizard.
Oh, and on a note of Dirty Dom, hey, Dirty Dom, congrats on getting married this week.
Yep.
I think it's funny that Rhea was at the wedding.
Well, why wouldn't she be?
That was his best man.
No, that would have been Priest. Who was also at the wedding.
He got married to his middle school sweetheart. I mean, that's saying something.
That's awesome. Yeah. That's awesome. Of course, Ray was there.
Yep. It's already been out. A video's already surfaced that Dom broke character for his wedding and did the mother dance with his mom, Jackie. Or Angie.
Yeah.
Well, you kind of have to, it's awesome, though.
So what do you guys have to think about WWE having an in-ring? Oh my God. Fucking hate Logan Paul so fucking much.
I like Logan.
The sponsorship in the center of the ring.
I thought it was fucking hilarious.
I did too. I thought it was fucking great.
Come on, Logan, back to being Logan. I mean, you love to hate the guy. I mean, he's doing a great job. I mean, Chief doesn't like him, but I'm entertained by him.
And you know what? Going back to his podcast with Triple H, though, it says a lot about a person. And when they can sit down with one, as I'm concerned, one of the greatest wrestlers of all time, Triple H, and Triple H look at him and say that I've never seen somebody catch on to this quite like you have. Not in the short time it took you to train and actually catch on. And the thing is with Logan, he can be a baby face, he can be a heel. It doesn't matter. But the thing that I love right now is him paying the biggest homage ever to William Regal by using the power of the punch. I think that is fucking awesome.
Right. And the thing is that
And the way he's doing it is more slyer, having somebody hand it to him, and then fucking Kevin Owens getting caught trying to hit him. I thought that was like fucking Eddie, right? That's some
Austin,
slick shit Eddie would do. He did it.
And the thing with Logan is he's never had any matches on the indies. He just came in and winged it. And he was talented.
And that's the thing that I think that's prized even Triple H, even Shawn, is the fact of how quick he's caught on to it. And he's just experimenting every time he comes out there wanting to try something new.
Contract for another 3 years.
Yeah, I mean, he's good and he really loves doing it. And and that's what I think I admire most is you see other people come in and they try it and they leave. He's like profound addicted to it.
And that's another thing. And yet he's already done extreme matches. He's done the ladder match. He's done Money in the Bank ladder match of all. He's done the
and he was just in
I mean, he's not just doing some one-on-ones or a couple tag teams. He's doing the real shit. And whether he wins or whether he loses, he gives us a show. I mean, him drawing in the chamber, the devil horns, and then this is Kevin Owens. He's right here. He sucks.
Yeah, that shit was like, and then Kevin smashing his face off the freaking chamber was freaking hilarious.
I know.
Dude, I lost it on that. Just watching him bash his head around.
Logan Paul definitely got the entertainment factor. I mean, you gotta give him.
Yes.
All right. Okay, I think Chief wants to move on because. Go ahead. Chief.
No, I'm here reading an interview that Mercedes Moné, formerly known as Sasha Banks, did, I guess, earlier in the week. She's currently slated, rumors have it, to be part of All Elite Wrestling's Dynamite this coming Wednesday for their big business in Boston, Massachusetts.
No one cares.
She openly says she guarantees within the next 5 to 10 years she'll be back where she belongs.
She had the offer already.
Retired?
In WWE.
I'm sorry, but of the 4 horsewomen, she's at the bottom.
Yeah, I agree.
And she openly admitted that she had the offer to go back, but she turned it down.
See, if you ask me, the only thing that Bayley is missing is she needs a submission hold. The other 3 have one. She should have one. And because she was the hugger at one point, I think it should be like a bear hug, some form of a headlock, something like that. I think that would be perfect for Bayley, for her character.
Honestly, if she were a heel, I'd say hit the rose plant, and right after she hits it, lock in like a crossface.
No, that's the thing. I was thinking that, but Becky already does an arm move. Charlotte has the legs. Sasha has a back. I'm thinking Bayley should have like the head.
Okay, then crossface would work.
Crossface in, pulling back on their neck ain't gonna hurt. You should know that more than anyone that crossface hurts. Especially men.
I guess you're right. I suppose a crossface. I don't want to talk about. I mean, we put each other in that, so I don't know what you're talking about.
So I'm not sure if they announced it on SmackDown because I only watch clips. But the U.S. Express have officially been announced that they are being inducted into the Hall of Fame this year.
And that's another thing. Don't you think it's stupid that Mike Rotunda is being inducted as the U.S. Express, but he's yet to be even inducted as IRS? Or at the very least, Money Inc.?
Well, the reason I'm smiling is because it is still being rumored that Bray is going to be the headliner. So it'd be kind of cool that he gets inducted the same night as his son.
So they are inducting Bray?
It hasn't been released yet, but the rumor is circulating around, yes.
Okay, so here's a question. If this happens, who would you guys want to induct him? I would say it should be
brother.
Nope. I was gonna say 3 people. Well, 2, because one of them's also dead.
What Rowan and Strowman?
Yep.
No, it should be his family. But then
It'll
that
be
defeats the
it'll be
purpose.
Bo.
But
Actually,
and that's
there
why
is
I don't think Rotunda should be even being inducted this year if they're planning on doing Bray, because if anything, Rotunda should be inducting his son.
no. I think it'll be the last person that he did a major storyline with, and I think it'll end up being Alexa.
Could be Taker.
Or could be Taker.
Because Taker did pass the torch to him. LA Knight.
Isn't
Really.
It was his last
but
match.
isn't the headliner usually announced by now?
Not if they can't get all the confirmation on how to do it.
Yeah.
Fine. Go back in the past and tell me one time when the headliner took this long.
That's never taken this long, but there's probably reasons for it.
It's lost. You got to have it right. And, like we just said, you got to have who are you going to have to induct him? What kind of ceremony are we going to do? Are we going to show some of his stuff? They're going to want to make this as special as possible.
Yeah, but it was no different than when Eddie passed, and then the following year they put him in. They made it crystal clear that he was the headliner right away. I mean, it doesn't have to take this long. I mean, all that is Insidious is a few phone calls.
Yeah, but this isn't like Eddie's. Eddie had a car they brought out. You're going to have a person that walked out to the ring. He didn't come out with a car and then walk down. So you're got to look at
baby mama that inducts him.
Could be. That would be awesome. JoJo.
She used to work for WWE, so I could see her inducting him too.
I would love that, to be honest. But
even though I think it's stupid that and don't throw them up because it was. I mean, who deserves right
for
now
the short time for the short time Bray was there, I would have to agree with Scribble on that note. Everyone loved Eddie, but Bray, with the short time he was there, took over that spot in a big way for that short time.
Yeah.
If you watched from the Wyatt family to him becoming the Fiend, he was already getting that mega push with the Bray Wyatt, with the Wyatt family. And even when they all separated and he had that fire.
Like the new Foley with the whole 3 faces of Wyatt thing.
Well, he had the Firefly Floodhouse, which was freaking hilarious.
Because that's what they're going to build up him doing is the 3 faces of Wyatt. You would have the Firefly Funhouse Wyatt, you would have the Fiend Wyatt, then you would have.
I want to know where this Uncle Howdy is going to fit back in and how they're going to do it.
You know is Bo.
Well, yeah, and there is a lot of rumors circulating that they are going to bring it back, but and I think that's why we haven't seen Alexa back in yet.
She's just had a kid.
That's what I'm saying. And besides that, I think they're trying to figure out how to work all this back. Liv also has quit going that dark side, but I think whether we can see all that change when it gets closer to him making his return, which I think will be at Mania or after.
I'm still trying to figure out why the frickin' doodle they haven't inducted Batista yet.
Oh shit.
Really?
According to what I'm reading, this year Hall of Fame is being front run by one I'll go Seth Rollins route. One person by the name of Diarrhea or Dwayne. The Rock is doing the inductions this year on who gets in.
Of course.
And then having Triple H get a hold of them.
I have a question
that could
on
be
this.
why they haven't done a headliner yet.
I have a question for this. Okay.
And why isn't the Rock inducted? I mean, he actually has the time to do so right now.
Here's a question I have for you all.
With them having those 2 matches, I don't see them inducting him this year.
I have a question. How do you guys feel about what he said on SmackDown being your boss?
I don't mind the heel boss. It works. And if Triple H can't do it and The Rock can, why not? What's
Here's
wrong
the
with
Triple
only
H.
thing.
Well, the thing is,
The
Triple
Rock
H wanted to be
really-
off screen. That was the point of him putting his boots in there. Was he was done being on screen, except for doing the press conferences and stuff like that.
But here's the thing. Triple H is still the boss because of the simple fact Rock can't do anything without the approval of the board of directors.
Right.
That's
He's a
what I
member.
thought.
He
But
still
he
has
went
to have
with
the
what
vote
he
of the
said to
board.
Seth was, "I'm on the board. That makes me your boss."
The board has to vote on everything
I know,
for The
right?
Rock.
Right.
I know he made that. So
When he
clarify.
said that, I'm like, you're an idiot. The board has to you have to have the board vote to get anything passed. You can't just say, hey, Seth, you're fired. Or, hey, Cody, lay the fuck down or you're fired. The board has to approve it.
I also know he wanted so bad to get rid of that title Seth has. What's the story behind that?
He didn't say that. He said, if you keep that up, if you get involved with the Bloodline's business, I'm going to make sure that title goes on someone else.
Ain't what I heard. I'm pretty sure that's not what he said. I watched
Yeah,
it
that's
twice.
what he said. That's what he said.
Yeah, on someone else. Like, still give it to somebody else.
So here's another name that's being rumored for the class of 2024, and the reason why I don't think The Rock will be inducted. It is being rumored that Leah Mamavi, The Rock's grandmother, could be inducted this year.
What the fuck did she do?
When High Chief Peter Maivia passed away, she took over as a promoter and everything in 1982 of the Polynesian Pro Wrestling after the passing of High Chief Peter Maivia. She was also one of the first female promoters. She led PPW to its best year in 1985, drawing a crowd of 20,000 fans. She sadly passed away in 2008, but she remained part of the pro wrestling world until her death.
Here's a question. What about
So she might be inducted in place of Rock.
what's your suggestion about the rumors I'm hearing about Seth turning on Cody during their tag match?
I've been hearing that, and I've also been hearing about Dwayne turning his back on Joe.
Well, we know that's coming eventually.
Yeah, from what I'm hearing is that Cody and Seth are supposed to win, and then during the Roman's match, The Rock is supposed to stab Roman in the back, costing Roman the match.
But he wouldn't be able to do that because the Bloodline would be banned from ringside.
He's a member of the board. He can do whatever he wants, remember? According to
But
him.
but he even said, I will sign it. I will have my lawyer sign it. I'd be banned too. He said that 2 weeks ago on SmackDown.
Yeah, but I could see Rock using his corporate allegations to have a loophole somewhere in that contract.
Like he's no longer a member of the Bloodline, so he can show up.
Because he's representing the board.
Or how about the Bloodline wins, Seth and Cody lose, and then it's Bloodline rules, and then while Rock's at ringside, that's when he turns on the Bloodline.
Could very well be. Yeah, as of right now, the only ones that are leaked are obviously Heyman, the U.S. Express, that chick from Japan.
I just love how Chief just said that.
Bull Nakanoa.
That's all right. That's all right.
When I saw that name, my exact words were, "Who in the fuck is this woman?" Because I have no clue who she is. I just know she's from over in New Japan.
All right, what's the next piece of minutes?
So, since this podcast is called Rock Icon, Sting had his final match where him and Darby Allin retained the AEW World Tag Team titles against Matthew and Nicholas Jackson, the EVPs of AEW. That was a lot. Ghost, you said you saw some clips. I think Insidious said he saw some clips. I saw most of it. I think the match could have went a different direction. Ric Flair and Ricky Steamboat getting super kicked, I think, was overkill.
Okay. So I just watched this again. What The Rock did say, I was right. I will do everything in my power to make sure this championship stays around Roman, and he points at Seth and says, your championship goes away.
Not by disappearing altogether. He means because they.
You can twist that anyway, but when you point at a title and make it go away, that doesn't mean I'm going to take it from you and put it on somebody else. That normally means they don't want it. Then once again, like I said earlier, this also means he wants to get rid of it, which is why they keep saying undisputed, because they don't want that title there.
Did you notice? I don't know if you guys noticed. The Bloodlines are the only one that's really calling it undisputed. Triple H has even called it the WWE title.
Yeah, because they don't want that other title there.
Only the Bloodline don't. They don't like somebody else claiming that they're equal on Roman's level.
Thanks for the follow, Fatality.
Anyway, that's what I'm thinking with Sting. I mean, great. He says he's having his final match, but I said this before the podcast is that Ric Flair has had 17 final matches. I mean, how many? Are we sure this time?
There is rumors I have been hearing in the rumor mill, so I'm kind of glad we brought up Sting, because my understanding is there is a very big possibility that he could show up at the grandest stage of them all and have a few words with a certain other legend. I don't know if that.
Going with this.
I already know. I don't know if it'll turn into a match, but this is what I've been hearing. This is in the rumor mill, and like I said, it's just a rumor. But they're saying that Sting has speculated. I haven't seen any of this evidence. I can't say this exists, but they are saying
Steve Borden and Mark Calloway want to fight. Yes.
No, Taker are going to get into some kind of a dispute in WrestleMania to where they actually have a face-to-face confrontation. But again, that's speculation. Nothing's written.
The problem is, now Chief said that he may put it back on, but Taker said he was done with the coat and the hat. And the problem is that nobody wants to see Sting versus Badass Taker. If it's going to be Sting and Taker, it has to be the Phenom.
Actually, Sting wanted Badass Taker because at that time that was in the early 2000s when Badass Taker come about, which was at the top of WCW and the top of WWF at the time. So that's why he said he wanted Badass Taker.
But what do you think would sell better?
Badass Taker versus the original Sting.
What, the Surfer Sting?
Ooh, that ain't bad. Don't mind me, I'm just causing myself to bleed over here. Really? That's what made you guys shut up?
No, my wife's like telling me, like, no offense. Most people don't realize this, but we were like in the podcast room for about 90 minutes.
Which is normal when we're waiting for you.
Sorry, I have two kids talking. Fatality, I would 100% fucking agree with that. That was my best version of Sting next to Joker, bud.
No, it's taking my
black and red. The black and red Wolfpack. I'm totally down with that.
Black and red Wolfpack Sting versus Kane.
What? We're not talking about Kane.
No, I'm just saying, if I ever saw the black and red Wolfpack Sting, I want him to fight Kane.
Why would we do that?
I can think of a lot of reasons. Think of it. Okay, fine. With all the decades that we were doing the streak of The Undertaker, what was the one person everybody had to fight before they fought Undertaker?
Again, what would be the point? You're talking about would it sell? So here's my question: what kind of hype are you going to sell that? Everybody's wanted Sting and Taker. Have you ever heard Sting and Kane being brought up anywhere?
Except when Shawn Michaels was about ready to face Taker, who did he fight? Kane. Triple H was about ready to
You're missing the boat. You got to sell it. You
I
can't
can
sell
easily
that.
sell it. I can easily sell it.
You
Chief
could.
sell it.
But could a
Where is it?
multi-billion-dollar company twist it?
Where's the damn thing at?
Come here.
Oh, there it is.
Come here. Come here. Hey, Bruno.
Okay, here's why.
Come here, Bruno.
I got a
Bruno,
reason
come
why.
here. Come
How
here.
many
Bruno,
matches has Sting had in the WWE?
Bruno.
3, 4?
People want to see you.
Huh?
No, I don't.
Sorry, guys. Bruno don't want to see you.
About 3, right? Triple H, Seth Rollins, and what was that? Was it just Triple H and Seth Rollins?
No, I want to say there was one more.
I do too, but I can't think of it.
I agree, Scribble. That's what I was agreeing with. So to sell it like that, yes, but to sell it as a normal match, you wouldn't take it in with Kane.
Well, the reason I'm thinking is because Sting hasn't won a match in WWE. This way he does. He can defeat Kane.
Why do you think he left? He didn't go there to be squashed.
Well, he also didn't go there to get concussed after only 2 matches either.
Yeah, he didn't get concussed. They said he had a back injury, and no, that wasn't even it. That's why he appeared back in W. That's why he appeared at AEW not even 6 months later. No, it wasn't Scribble.
He lost to Triple H, and then he lost to Seth. I think he had a 3rd match, but I can't remember if he did or not.
He fought Seth twice. I think the first time he did beat him, second time, that's when Seth ended it. But yeah.
I'm just saying, it would give Sting a win. Like, let's say it was like Sting versus Kane at Rumble. He gets Sting the win. It gives him momentum. It gives him a push. That way it doesn't look as bad if he loses to Taker at Mania.
He already won his match. I just think he would love to give everybody a match they wanted to see. Wouldn't matter if he won or lost at that point. It's just giving everyone that last match everybody wanted.
So you're telling me that one of the greatest of all time who barely set foot in WWE, and when he does set foot in WWE, he only does it to lose.
Well, if you put it into giving fans what they want, that's really what they're there for. So if you're looking at his final match actually being his final and Taker actually being his final, do you think they're going to really care who wins? If it's just going out and giving the fans what they want?
Yes, they
Why
are.
would they? They're there to entertain. They're not there to say, hey, I want to win this. You're going to lay down for me.
Should the person who has been not loyal to WWE for 26 out of the 30 years he's been around defeat the person who's been loyal to the WWE for 30 plus ever?
Like I said, Sting isn't going to care if he wins or loses this match.
But
He's not giving the fans what they want. No, they won't. The fans just want this match. That's all they want. I've wanted it.
But they want it to end the right way.
Who cares if it ends the right way? Nobody. And I'll tell you what, in 30 years, if this match happens, in 30 years, is anybody going to care if Sting lost? No. The fact they actually got to see it is all they're going to care about. The fact that it happened.
They wouldn't care if Taker lost.
See, Fatality says it right there. He wants the match in general. That's what Sting says. Undertaker said the same thing. We want it to happen. Everybody wants it to happen.
Oh, yeah? What does Scribble just say?
A lot of people will care, honestly. Not me. I mean, I'm not one.
I don't think many will care at all.
No, because like I said, in 30 years, all they're going to remember is they put on one hell of a fucking match, and it isn't going to matter who
Well,
wins.
Technically,
that's another thing in serious. And that's another
they've
thing.
already fought.
Yeah, they did in WCW where Sting made him tap out with the death lock.
But it wasn't Taker that he fought.
No, it was Mean Mark Calloway. And that was Taker's first match in WCW, by the way. So, like I said, does it matter if he wins or loses? No, because he's already beat Mean Mark, technically. And then in a way, it would just be his. What Sting's looking at is the two greatest personas of all time
I
stepping
understand what you're
into the
saying.
ring.
I understand what you're saying, but if you get the icon and the only time he's good in WWE is losing, it doesn't look so good. But if he also beats Undertaker, it doesn't look good either, because then you're saying that the icon of everywhere else is better than the icon of this business. So either way, it's a lose-lose situation. That way, if you bring Sting a few months earlier, give him a win, then he gets the momentum, and then it's okay for him to lose when he faces Taker.
I don't get it.
That's because you've always been a short picture. You got to look at the bigger picture.
I could
And
look
right
at a
here-
picture. Okay, I'm going to give you a big
Hold on,
picture. Okay,
hold on.
hold on. No, wait, Chief. You're going to like this. Before we started this, we talked about a match, a boxing match. I'm going to use that. So we're going to use this for example. So let's say, for instance, Logan's brother knocks off
Mike Tyson.
Mike Tyson. Okay, should Mike Tyson go out and win a match before he fights him?
First of all, we both know boxing is not.
No. It's the same damn thing. They're both in entertainment. So let's compare here. Tyson ain't fought in an actual boxing match in a very long time. He fought in an exhibition match in 2020 where they were weighted gloves, so they couldn't even knock each other out. They won in split decision. So if we're gonna say that we should have Sting go out and win a match, should you give Tyson an easy opponent to have him warm up before he steps in the ring? Because he ain't fought in so long.
Well, that argument is saying that Jake's going to win.
No. How is that our argument? I'm going with Tyson.
You're giving Mike the easy opponent. That way, it's if he lost to Jake.
Why would I do that?
That's what you just said.
No. I said let him warm up. So, but you're saying pretty much with Sting. Who are you going to give Sting in WWE right now? Who are you going to give him? Nobody, because nobody is even at his level. That's like putting Taker against anybody on that damn roster. None of them. Why do you think they gave it to Brock so many times?
People that would be a good warm up for Sting.
Who? LA Knight? Please.
No.
Oh, then give me one.
Breaker.
So we're going to go NXT roster that just got brought up. Perfect.
Priest.
Again, we're going. Priest hasn't really done anything since he's been technically to the main roster.
Unbeaten for a past year.
So you unbeaten because he has help with the Judgment Day every time he turns
He
around.
hardly ever goes out with the Judgment Day. He's capable of winning on his own.
Not to my knowledge, but every time I've
you cannot
watched.
count tag matches. He's the damn tag champion.
All right. Give me somebody different.
Okay, I give you a good one. I gotta give you another
And
one.
the
That's
Judgment
not
Day
a good
would be
one.
the reason why he doesn't cash in Money in the Bank.
Yeah, exactly, right? My point. So who else is on that roster that could be a warm-up for R-Truth? Please. I think give me somebody relevant. Give me somebody relevant, not somebody he'll squash. Cody possibly would be on his level in AEW. Tyson would not be the underdog going in with Jake Paul. What the hell are you talking about? Newfie, go sit down in a corner. We're talking about a guy that has 24 wins under his belt, plus a heavyweight champion. Go sit in the corner somewhere. Next question.
Jake Paul's going to get knocked the fuck out.
Yeah. Exactly. Today's superstars. There ain't nobody on that freaking roster that is even on the level of Taker or Sting, in my opinion.
I'm going to say one thing. Sting's final match should not have been a tag match. It should have been one-on-one against Darby Allin.
Yeah, I know what the odds are against Tyson. I don't believe in odds. I believe in the fact of stats. Stats are worth everything.
That's why during the football season, you usually only get like 4 or 5 right.
Yeah, well, boxing's a little different than football. Don't even compare that.
Yeah, it's all scripted.
Yeah, it's all scripted.
Oh.
Yep. Hey, we noticed that in the Super Bowl. That was scripted.
Except the rumor of the colors in the frame is the teams that are facing got blown out the window.
Oh, they had to change it up. Had to switch the script. People were onto him.
Yeah.
Come on, Mahomes even let it out of the bag when they were down freaking 3 touchdowns. How he was all calm, and the only one that went fucking berserk was fucking fuckhead Kelsey. Fucking Mahomes was smiling the whole time. So you're gonna tell me he didn't know anything, but the rest of the season he was caught throwing his helmet and everything else. But here it is, the Super Bowl, and he's all calm and collected. And even the freaking announcers had to help with it. Look at him, he's all calm. He's calm. Look at him. I'm like, sell that shit for him.
Yeah, you're not wrong. But I know this is wrestling talk, but hey, on the football side, in a few weeks, the United States football UFL will be starting, and hopefully me and the cities can do a quick podcast on the very first game of the XFL
Newfie,
championship.
do yourself a favor. Go on YouTube right now and look at Mike Tyson training. He's faster than what he was in his prime. He's stronger than what he was in his prime. I suggest you go look at that before you place a bet on Jake Paul.
If Jake Paul wins and CDs will shave his head bald.
Been there, done that. Next.
Okay, fine. You'll dye it pink.
Can't work. We'll let it. Next.
Bullshit!
Bullshit!
I know somebody at JBS that had blue hair, green hair, and pink hair.
Yeah, they didn't work in bacon. Try again. Next.
I know someone that used to work in bacon and had their hair dyed purple, and I'll shut it.
Yeah, and I'll tell you right now, they didn't have a new manager like we have that believes in natural things. Trust me.
And my coworker that I had to bag the meat with when I was there,
Yeah. Hey,
he had
my wife just threw out a good point. You're full of shit. You wear too much PEE, your fucking whole body's going to be covered. They ain't going to be able to see your hair color.
Oh, bullshit. Dude,
Yeah.
I'll send you a picture with they can see my whole hair.
On their head.
Who in the hell wears a hairnet?
You have to. It's a food plant.
Yeah,
actually,
and
no, lately they haven't been. Heidi hasn't been having to.
Yeah, I wear it as far as to the floor, and then it comes off and goes into my pocket.
Yeah.
but most people, especially girls, wear fucking bandanas.
Yeah, I'm not that. They don't let us do that.
We have gotten completely off topic.
Yes, we have. I'll come up with something if he wins, though. I'll come up with something.
Let's
Oh, I got one. You have to get a tattoo of Mike Tyson getting knocked out.
No, I would not disrespect a legend like that. Sorry about your luck, but I will get his tattoo.
Okay. Since he's related to Logan Paul and you guys like Logan Paul, if Jake wins, you have to get a Prime bottle tattoo.
A what?
A Prime bottle tattoo.
No, because I don't drink this shit. Come here, buddy. Come here. People want to see the puppy. Come here, Caesar.
I know.
Come here, Caesar. There you go. People want to see this puppy. There we go. We got a puppy. Upstairs. You know better. Okay, that's conspiracy theory tonight. What conspiracy theory am I going to have on Alcatraz? And hey, the wife just popped in. Yeah, I know that is your puppy. My Bruno don't want to come up and say hi.
I hate to.
You're getting hollered at, aren't you, Ghost?
I think he is. It date night, ain't it?
We do need to probably wrap this up. I mean, I promised that we'd watch a movie, and
Yep, there it is.
That's all right. I got to go and do a couple running real quick, too. I got to run
what do
my.
you say we do?
Again? More ice cream?
No, I got to run my uncle to Hy-Vee. He's already called me like 6 times.
Oh, you gotta run your uncle to get ice cream. Gotcha.
You want to do
No,
one
Hy-Vee.
round?
No, ice cream.
You want to do one round of guess the what?
I don't have time, so I will let you guys do that.
All right.
Because I got to have him there by 11, and it's already 10:36.
Yeah.
So, all right, I will see y'all later. You guys can
Which
do
is so
this.
good. My phone's about dead anyway.
Chief, so I don't know if this is really. So are we getting off live or not? All right.
Go
What you
ahead.
got? Okay. Okay, I got a faction here. The max they've had the 3 members. It started as a tag team, and then they got a 3rd member for about almost a year. They were mostly active in the late 90s to 1998 to 2001. Then an injury stopped them as a team for a while. Then they came back together in 2003 and stayed until they were released in 2004. Then they would pop on as a team here and there for a while until one of them sadly passed away.
Nope, ain't them.
As a team, one of them held the Intercontinental Champion, one held the Light Heavyweight Championship, and twice they've held tag titles.
The Hollies.
No.
Oh.
They've only held the titles twice. No way in hell it's the Dudleys.
And all 3 of them are alive.
But that actually was a good guess. Oh, because I said 2, then they added a 3rd. Yeah. So again, they debuted as a team.
Fatality say Legion of Doom, but I don't think that's right.
I saw that. No, they debuted in 1998, stayed active till 2001. One of them had a neck injury. Then they reteamed in 2003, 2004. Then they were slowly released
Is
one
one
after
of-
the
hey,
other. Huh?
Is one of them a firefighter?
Who are you thinking?
Scotty Too Hot and Grandmaster Sexy.
Turn it up. Chief got it right.
Because they brought in Rikishi.
Yep.
And yeah, Scotty Too Hot, he was a firefighter down in Florida there for a while. That's why I'm sitting here thinking.
Good job.
And when I got to think, that is very, very bad.
All right. Okay, for some reason, every time I'm trying to send you the cash, I don't know what the dealio is. Okay, I'll try again. I mean, the PayPal, the thing, it spins like this, and it does it for like ever. So I don't know what the dealio is.
I say it's not PayPal, it's Facebook Pay, but yeah.
No, but I pay it through. Oh, you're right. Maybe I'll try it through the card directly. Hold on.
Yeah, because I deactivated my PayPal at the end of last year because of my being hacked.
Oh, that could be why it's not going.
Hey,
Oh,
that might be why.
no, that could be why. Hey, it said it went through. Did it go in through on your end?
Thank you.
Yep. All right. So who's yours?
Hold on, babe. I'm sorry. I just saw the cutest thing on Facebook. From some of you that don't know this, my grandchildren's dad passed away unexpectedly last week. So his kids have been hanging out with aunts, and that is them all video gaming at their aunt's when she was in town last week. Yeah, that's what I was trying to do. I'm trying to think of a team or something. Oh no, wait, we've already done this one.
I'm curious. What gave mine away? The fact that one of them was dead?
Yeah, pretty much.
Sure. Yeah, because I knew the next clue would have gave it away. I was going to say the one that dead is the son of a former ring announcer or commentator. That would have gave it away. So what you got?
I have a statement of more than a thing. You know how they say, oh wait, he was married. No, he was born that way. That's because, never mind. I know why. Well, I was looking at Randy Orton's and then something fucking confused the hell out of me. And that's because he's billed as a third-generation wrestler. But then I was like, wait a minute. His father, his uncle, his grandfather, that's 3. Orton would be 4th. But his uncle and father are from the same generation. Duh, cheap. So what caught me off guard there for a minute. So I'm like, okay, what the fuck? My mind's elsewhere. So according to this, Spike is still alive. He's 53, living in Providence. And he has a Bachelor of Arts degree from Sycamore College in New York. Now back to what I was looking up. I know Insidious ain't here, but I'm going to ask how many people watched Dynamite this past week. I know Ghost didn't. But, question, do you know who the Rainmaker is?
Yeah, why?
Okada? Now in AEW. I'm trying to think of a good one, but I can't think of any. Debuted in 1983. They disbanded in 2008.
Damn. They were active this whole time.
They were active from 83 to 87 as a tag team.
What? But then you said they were active till when?
They disbanded in 2008 when they were no longer a team. But it says years active 83 to 87. And that's because one of them still wrestled after 2008 on the Independents.
So they were active together from 1983 to 1987, but then what happened in 87?
Yeah, that doesn't make sense. Hold on. Let me go back in here and read, because that is a good question. Okay, one of them left the WWF, and then they brought in another dude and created a new version of the tag team. That lasted until 2008.
Who are they? Are they known as the first team or the second team?
They're known as both, but mainly the first team.
Any titles?
Championships. They are a 4-time NWA United States Tag Team Champion, Florida version. They have won the WWF World Tag Team titles twice. And they are in the Hall of Fame.
Thrashers?
No. One of them has a son that was known really, really well.
Are they only in the Hall of Fame as the tag team?
Yes. No, not the Legion of Doom.
No, I wasn't thinking that. Fuck. Males, right?
Yes.
Natural disasters?
No. They worked for World Wrestling Federation from 84 to 85. Okay. They worked for Championship Wrestling from Florida from 83 to 84. WWF from 84 to 85. Japan Promotions from 86. The second run of their tag team from 86 to 87. They've had reunions in 2001, 2004, 2005, 2008, and have a reunion in 2024. Oh shit, I missed it. No, not the Dudleys. These people are way too old to be the Dudleys.
Rock and Roll Express?
You're on the right track. Both of you.
The US Express?
Yes. I misspoke when I said in the Hall of Fame because they are
You
being inducted.
snake! No. You got disqualified. He's disqualified. He must throw his PlayStation off the second floor.
And what I said, one of their sons is very well known. I was talking about Mike Rotunda and Bray Wyatt.
Yeah.
Yes, the U.S.
Yeah,
Express
Marty
became
Falk, Yep.
the U.S. Express eventually became the American Express
Yep.
when
The other guy got
Barry
replaced.
Windham left WWF and was replaced by Dan Spivey. Yeah,
Because
that's
Chief
why I
cheated,
went like this and went, oh shit, I misspoke, but you didn't hear me, thank God.
Because Chief got disqualified next week, he is auctioning his PlayStation.
Yeah, bullshit. Yeah, I got a PS4 I can get rid of.
All right.
Actually, I have two. I have one that works and one that doesn't work.
All right. We got to get going. We got to wrap this up. All right. I'm the ghost. He's the chief. And Insidious already left.
Enjoy your movie night. What movie you guys watching?
Well, if I know.
Yeah, of course, probably some chick flick.
I doubt it. She likes horrors and thrillers.
But y'all stay in the comments. We're gonna go raid my other channel, Chief Streaming, because I'm gonna go live over there with Call of Duty.
Fun.
And it looks like I'm joining Barbell and her husband, Ziploc, or soon-to-be ex-husband, Ziploc, if they're still on. Link. I just got to set up all the raid info real quick. If I can spell raid, that'd be nice.
Actually, has anybody watched the new Netflix version of Avatar: The Last Airbender? Me and Heidi watched that last week. That was actually really well done.
I have not.
I mean, so Scribble, if you like the animated version, like the cartoon back in the 2000s ish, this was really well done. I mean, you got a second part that kind of like added their own little feels to it, but other than that, it's pretty good.
All right. We are live over there now.
I'm going to go ahead and just log out. Well, I need to find a new anime to watch. I'm kind of anime out. I've already watched like 20 different animes. I can't find a good one to watch.
All right, well, this is going to cut out in like 60 seconds. So y'all have a good night.
I'm not really into those. Demon Slayer, that's definitely one of my